Hello, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy C14 or Tyler here. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is a little bit different than my actual other videos, and like when I mean different, I literally mean different because I'm going to be talking about what's been provided us by handy dandy Ubisoft. As you guys know, previously 5 days ago, they posted retail changes, which basically means prices are going to be changing for the actual game. There's going to be different kinds of additions for the game, but none of us actually really care about that besides the people that are getting the game. And if you want to find out what's in your best interest, go watch some other YouTube channel because I don't want to be talking about that. It's basically, when it comes down to it, it's basically what you want, whether you want to invest a lot of time into the game to get the operators or not. And there's a channel out there that actually talks about how much time you need to actually play the game in order to unlock a DLC operator, because if you don't have a season pass, you're not getting the operators for free or even at a discount. So they cost 25,000 renown, which this one YouTuber said it takes 70 hours or so to get one operator build up that much renown, which is completely not true. It does not take 70 hours of gameplay to actually obtain 25,000 renown. You can sit down for a day and just grind out the game and play it as hard as you can and get a DLC operator in a day or a day or two. Not 24 hours, but like 10 hours or more. No more than 24 hours should it take to get a DLC operator. But anyways, that's not important. We're going to be getting 50 unique items that are no duplicates at all, which some of you guys already know of, and some of you may not. If you're new and don't know anything about this game, well, here you go. 50 outbreak packs. We guarantee you that you have the entire collection. Not true, because not all of us are going to be dipping some cash into the game like that. The reason why I say that is because if you scroll down a little bit further, each costs 300 R6 credits, and if you guys know, R6 credits don't really, I mean, they do cost much, but you're not going to be getting 300 R6 credits a pop. You've got to buy more in order to actually get R6 credits. And I'll tell you in a few minutes how much each thing costs. You can spend up to $100 to get R6 credits. But it's kind of outrageous because when you scroll down, you find out that all players log in during the Outbreak event will receive 4 packs immediately. And then for those of you who are new, this is the part that really hurts us all, besides the new people. For all of those that are new to the game and purchase the Advanced Edition before or during Outbreak event, you will receive 10 that are included in the Advanced Edition, plus the 4 for logging in during the event. So not only are they getting the 4 from just logging into the game, they're going to be getting 14 total just for buying the Advanced Edition, which is a little bit outrageous, and it's not fair to us veteran players. But the fun thing is that us veteran players are going to be getting an Elite uniform, which is shown right here. We're going to be getting the Ash Elite Sidewinder, which somewhat to an extent is unfair, but we can pick our arguments fairly, and this is not an argument worth arguing about because, to be fair, Ash is a loved operator. She's basically Tachanka level type god, except not a meme like that. We don't know how many like legendaries or epics or commons or rares are going to be, but what we do know is that who's going to be getting these cosmetics? Of course, you guys are going to be able to get charms, skins, headgears, uniforms, etc. So you can look like a complete beast in yellow. Basically, hazmat. So, of course, the 2 Chimera operators are going to be getting cosmetic gear, but Smoking, Buck, Capkin, Zofia, Fuse, Ash, Doc, Thermite, Tachanka, and Glass, and that is literally like a third or less, like 25% of the operators have been listed right here. That's not all the operators. We have well over 25 operators in the game, I believe. Yeah, we should have like 32 plus or something. I have no idea. Don't quote me on it. But it's a little bit outrageous that not every operator is going to be getting something unique, because we don't have 50 operators yet. Do we? I genuinely do not know, to be fair. But back to what I was saying earlier. So you can get 600 R6 credits for $5, 1,200 for 10, 24,000 plus 270 for 20, 4,200 for $35 plus the 720 that's bonus, 6,000 plus the 1,560 for 50, and then for a whopping $100 you get 12,000 plus 4,000, so 16,000 total for $100. So you do the math. So everyone's going to be getting 4. That leaves 46 left. And you're going to need 46 times 300 in order to obtain absolutely everything, considering there's going to be no duplicates. Apparently this applies to purchases after February 13th, which I'm assuming is whenever the retail update is going to be done. Like the new quote-unquote newer versions of the game. Alright, let's get on to the juicy parts. Operation Chimera, Year 3, Season 1. We're getting a little bit of a sneak peek. And this photo itself has some juicy hints. As you can see, this is either them being sanitized and like before entering a quarantine, or yeah, it looks like they're actually entering a quarantine. And if you take a closer look at this gun right here, it is actually the Vector .45 ACP, I believe that's what it's called, but it has a drum and magazine on it, which is a little bit different because there's controversy on Ella's gun, considering it had 51, now it's down to 41. So we don't know if this is going to be an attacking operator or a defensive operator quite yet. We can only guess, but we won't officially know until the 13th through the 18th, whenever the invitationals are that are taking place in February of this year. But if you take a little bit closer right here, you can see what country he is from. He's from France. And the reason why we can tell this is a male, because if you like take a really close look, you can see male features. We're not assuming genders here. We're just basically looking at his body and his face. And if you take a fancy look back there, it is a female CTU from Russia. Now we go down here, and what we find is a cluster of words. Chemical, oh my gosh, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear threat units. And that is exactly where this CTU is coming from. The CBRN. They know absolutely everything, and they know what they're doing, and they're not going to be turning their backs on a hot zone. In this hot zone, we're talking about the quarantine, but I want to say there's going to be specific parts of the map that are just going to be you're super dialed in on and focused on, and those are going to be important areas around the map that are hot zones that you just do not want to turn away from. And I want to say that their gadgets are more based towards this outbreak event that's going to be happening for 4 weeks. That is a free event for all people who do own the game already. They might do a free play day event for like 5 days or a week or a few days so they can get players interested, but this is only a 4-week event, so don't go off spending your money on this game if you're not going to play the actual game itself and only want to play Outbreak. They will, of course, be joining the multiplayer roster and will also be able to be played in the Outbreak event, along with legacy operators. And for those of you who are confused with this vocabulary, legacy operators is basically just DLC operators. One operator hails from France, uses a drone to maintain quarantine perimeters. Now, we do not know exactly what kind of drone this is going to be, but it definitely is going to pose a unique ability. What I'm thinking is a UAV drone basically that is like thermal optics, like thermal cameras, and can see heat signatures. That's what I'm thinking, but don't quote me on it because I don't truly know. We will be finding that out officially on the 13th or through the 18th. The other operator moved to Russia, so not native-born Russian, but is still considered a Russian CTU because they are now from Russia. They've studied and uncovered a range of applications for self-dissolving nanobots, which in itself is probably the most insane thing that is probably coming to Siege ever. Self-dissolving nanobots. Now, we can only guess what kind of self-dissolving nanobots these are. Because when you think of nanobots, you think of like metal, you think of little tiny robots, self-dissolving robots. It's a little bit different. So maybe these nanobots aren't actually made of metal. Maybe these nanobots can heal you. Maybe they can perform a different kind of acid. But we don't truly know, and we will find out soon enough. All allies can benefit from the research carried out by the CBRN specialist. Of course, when they say allies, they just mean whether this unit is going to be on attack or defense. They're going to be benefiting from it. Some people have guessed or theorized or hypothesized, my bad, that this is going to be a healing operator on the attack, which is pretty nice. And as you guys know, this outbreak event is going to be taking place for Truth or Consequences in Mexico. And of course, they add a little bit of humor. If you don't choose your operator in time, it's okay, guys, because your man Recruit will always have your back and is ready to serve in times of need. Now, this is a limited time event, so don't get your hopes up for it lasting the entire year or entire season. Now, guys, if you want to stay updated, tune back into this channel. I'm going to probably be continuing this because who needs to know what they need to know? Alright, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been your boy C14 or Tyler here. Peace out.